We are building incredible infrastructure along the Red Sea coast of Saudi Arabia.
Welcome to the ICOMIA podcast, where we're supporting the marine industry's most important conversations. Hi everybody, and welcome to the ICOMIA podcast, where we cover the industry's most important conversations. Today, we're focusing on really the Gulf region. We're here in the UAE, we're here at the Dubai International Boat Show, and I'm here with Wyndham Tops. Nice to see you, Wyndham.
Good afternoon. Hi everybody.
So, give us some context. What's the link between yourself personally and the work with ICOMIA?
Yeah, so I'm currently on the board of ICOMIA, and I'm representing the Leisure Marine Association. The LMA, or Leisure Marine Association, has been founded across the Middle East and North Africa, and we represent the complete leisure industry across the marine sector in this region. It was originally established in Dubai, however incorporates now all of the Emirates across the UAE, and we have some founding members in the LMA, which has now broadened its horizons right across the Middle East. So Saudi Arabia is on the table as a member, plus into the GCC, and we are in Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, and any members from across the Middle East and North Africa are what we're looking to have as part of our association.
And the key question is, what's the importance of that? What does that actually do?
As you can see across this amazing Dubai International Boat Show, the industry is growing exponentially in the region, and we wanted to have an association that brings those members together, gives them a platform to be able to speak to governments, to be able to influence legislation, to be able to assist as this economy, which grows from a very immature maritime market into a much more mature market, as you see the yachts developing here. And the Leisure Marine Association is working hard to be that link between the private sector and the federal government sectors, and assisting and influencing as much as we can positive change across the industry.
Yeah, and I've heard quite a lot about this over the few days in various conferences, essentially about bureaucracy is incredidly efficient here. It's kind of reduced to such a level where, okay, the things that need to be addressed are addressed, and it's done in a safe, sensible way, but at the same time, it really works hard to not be the limiting factor in the growth of the market.
Yeah, and I think that's where, the foresight of the authorities here to realize that they take on board some industry experts and, assist them to streamline these processes as much as possible. And we have local yacht management companies, yacht brokers and dealers that are setting up shop in Dubai and are realizing that there's business opportunities here, and there was a process, or was a bit complicated before, is now getting streamlined to welcome these yachts into the GCC waters. And that's everything from the federal authorities doing customs and immigration, but also down into the marinas to welcome foreign flag boats, to look at the transient yachting market and to adapt their marinas for these vessels.
And so, how does this? What happens as a result? Because we were talking just now with someone who's exploring the market, thinking, okay, there's something going on here. There's a lot of growth. There's some kind of market opportunity. Does this help guide them to actually capitalize on that? Is it guidance, or is it more like kind of just a regulatory point of view?
No, I think it's a bit of both. I think the marketability of the UAE, if I can, well, not only the UAE, but across the GCC as it's developing now. You just look at the skyline behind us, and we look at the yachts that are in the show, and we see how the marine economy is developing here. And I think the marketability of that is amazing. The pictures of these yachts at these iconic locations. And personally, I'm working with Red Sea Global, where we're developing a big portfolio of marinas up and down the Red Sea coastline. And we recently had a visit from a prominent super yacht, and that photograph was taken by the owner and actually shared in the press, and it went worldwide because it is just such a unique setting with literally blue water and this amazing super iconic resort in the background. And so that's encouraging people to then look and see, okay, what is in the region? everybody knows Dubai by now, but there's a lot, you know, more that's happening here. And yeah, if I'm going to come with my yacht to Dubai and base it in the UAE, you know, for the season, for the winter season, then where can I go? What can I do? What destinations are there to explore? And that's the whole package of everything from, you know, your agent that is your yacht agent that brings you in, to how can I keep my yacht provisioned, how can I do the maintenance and servicing, how can I keep my crew happy, how can I keep my owner and the principal and the guests happy, are there charter opportunities? It's the complete holistic ecosystem that's developing here. And I think that's what's in the eye at the moment, which is the gentleman we meet, you know, coming and look at, okay, what opportunities are there to market in this
creates
region?
that gravity around it. And
Yeah. So the industry grows
to be here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so what's the big focus at the moment? If someone's listening to this thinking, well, okay, what's the key message, the key learning? What's something that you're championing at the moment?
Yeah, so I mean, specifically in Saudi, as the borders are opening, and you know, now we are welcoming tourists, we are welcoming yachts into Saudi waters, we are building incredible infrastructure along the Red Sea coast of Saudi Arabia, and we are working with the authorities in the Suez Canal to make sure it's an easy, smooth and efficient transit through the Suez Canal, and then building that destination from what NEOM have built up in Sandala in the north, all the way through the Red Sea Global projects, where we have multiple marinas and 2 big marinas opening this year, in November this year, all the way down to Jeddah, where there's a Formula One and a beautiful marina, and then connecting the coastline along Oman into the UAE, and building, you know, the destination as not only one small point, which is the bright lights of Dubai, but that whole ecosystem that makes it work as an itinerary for a yacht.
Wyndham, thank you very much for your insights, and thanks for coming on the podcast.
Pleasure, thank you very much.
I've got to say thank you to our sponsors, AXA Nobel, for making these conversations possible. So a big thank you to them. Thank you to Wyndham for coming on. All being well, we'll see you in the next episode of the ICOMIA podcast. That's it for now. Bye.